Hey guys, welcome to Mama Tries. What do you guys think of my little new setup going on here? My husband got one of those wall mount thingies to turn the TV, and there we go. Ta-da! Anyway, so I look like a hot mess. So what I figured is I would become a beautiful person. My kids, every time I put on makeup and stuff like that, they're like, "Oh, mommy, you look like a beautiful person." And I was like, well, I should look like a beautiful person all the time because I'm your mommy. And they're like, well, you do look beautiful all the time, but when you put makeup, you're like super beautiful. So I figured, why not become a beautiful person with y'all? To become a beautiful person, I use a lot of makeup. Some I just recently learned how to kind of use. And some of my stuff, I'm not even sure if I'm even using it right. So if I'm not using it right, please don't say, oh, you're doing that wrong, this and the other, unless you're going to tell me, hey, you're doing that wrong, this is what you're supposed to do. So that way I can learn. I can't learn if you don't tell me, but be nice, please. Please, be nice. So this is my beautiful person little box. Okay. I had gotten this so that I can organize all my stuff. I have all my brushes and stuff, my color correctors, my concealers, highlighters, stuff like that, pencils. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff in here. So I also set up my little mirror thing going on here. This one has like regular size and then like super focus, but I don't need super hyper focus today because I'm not plucking my brows. So let's get started. God, Lord Jesus, please. Hot mess. Hot mess. So my mirror is just below the camera. So if you see me looking down, it's because I'm looking at what I'm doing. So now, one thing that I've always learned that apparently I was doing wrong is I was doing my foundation first, but like everybody that I ever see putting on makeup always starts with their eyes. I normally just start getting rid of some of this stuff because I do have little marks and freckles because I like to sit in the sun. I do use sunblock and stuff like that, and I use what my kids use, and they have like SPF 50 or 100 depending on, the time of year. But for whatever reason, I still get freckles. So I normally try to hide that so I can see the whole thing come together, but whatever. Let's do it the way the other people that I've seen doing it, how they do it, sort of. Does that make sense? Anyway, so I have here an e.l.f. brow pencil, and it has the little spoolie thing to brush out your brows, and then the color on this side. This is a brown, it doesn't even say, it's a brown pencil. And when you take this little thingy off, it has this that comes out and in so that you can have control. So the way I've always done it is that your eyebrows are supposed to start on the inner side of the nose. So I always make a mark on either side so I know where I'm working with. And then do the same thing on the outside. So I just kind of mark it there with like a little tiny thing that will eventually be gone. I just see, okay, that's where it ends. So yeah, so now I just kind of fill it in. I had this stint because I am a child of the 90s that we kind of took out a lot of our eyebrows growing up and made them very thin. Well, I just so happen to be that one lucky person that went with the thin look and everything. But here's the problem. The lady that waxed my eyebrows, she really messed up. She waxed way too much. So now I have spots that don't grow. And I try to like brush the eyebrow to cover those spaces, but it doesn't always work. Looks like it needs more going on. Or you know what? I like this one. I don't like... Don't you hate it that you always have one eyebrow that just kind of messes things up for you? All right, so maybe I am going to pluck. Turn it around because I have... This is probably the most dangerous thing, is to be plucking just all willy-nilly like that, but I got to do what I got to do. All right. So now, me personally, this is what I do, only so that way things look a little more even, because it's hard to get this freaking thing looking the right way. So I take my concealer, and I want to use this concealer because this one seems like better. So this one is a Wet n Wild Color Corrector Photo Focus. Here, this is what the beautiful people do. Concealer thing. And this has like this little flat funky do thing. I'm going to use a lot of things because I don't know what the name of these things are. Applicator, I don't know. So I go around, and whether or not this is what you're supposed to do, I have no clue, but for me, it feels like it helps. Beautiful people everywhere in this world will not be going, Stephanie, like, for reals. For realsies. Now, the way I speak, you can kind of tell when I grew up, because all of this shit was hot back when. All right. So now the part that's dark looks all hot and sexy. So what I'm just going to do, I'm going to do my way. And I'm going to conceal my face. Now, if you ever look at me, I have dark lids, and that's, again, from the sun. I can't help it. I can't stop it, because I don't really even lay down to sunbathe. It's like I'm just doing things in the sun and things happen. So I do have spongy thingies. So I have different kinds of spongy thingies. This is the one spongy thingy. I have no idea if it's the one I'm supposed to use. Again, I'm not a professional beauty person, but I like to pretend that I am. Well, I use this, and I use the pointed areas to get into like some of the spots, and the larger side to get into larger areas. So please don't judge me too harsh, because I know not what I do. Now, if this works out, beautiful people, and you like what I'm doing, and you're like, what? Go get it. Let me know. I just got this really nice cleaner and used this cleaning thing for all my stuff. And I was like, oh, hell yeah. So you see, it may have looked busted before, but now these eyebrows on fleek. I just broke that word, okay? I just broke the word. So, and if you don't know what I mean by I broke the word, that means I just used it, so now it's like not fucking cool anymore. Oh, sorry. Not cool anymore. So that's what happened. And I only say it's not cool anymore is because my kids, for whatever reason, whenever I use words that people are using now versus what we were using when we were growing up, all of a sudden my kids are like, yeah, don't do that to me. Don't use the word. So we always say, I broke the word. Or if my husband does it, oh God, if their father ever uses the words, same thing. They're like, yeah, no, bye. And they walk away from us. So that's how our children treat us, you see? All right, so now I'm going to use this thingy, this medium LA Colors Conceal It Cover Correct Concealer. Now, I know, okay, I'm using concealer, but look at the difference in colors, okay? One is to bring me lighter, one is to bring me normal. Because if you saw this in real life, this is very bright. So anyway, so this one, you squeeze it and it comes up in the little thingy. And you just paint it on. Now, I only use a little bit because, like I said, I used the other one. And this is just to kind of tone certain areas. And this is going to kind of play into a certain role for something else. So now you can see the difference underneath my eyes. So now I don't look as tired. So now, okay, first off, I love e.l.f. I went to their store, I believe it was in, oh man, look at that. All right, well, that's what it is. I went to I think it was in New York. So I went to this, I'm sorry, this place and I got like a whole bunch of e.l.f. stuff. So here's an e.l.f. illuminating palette. So this one has like highlighters and like, this is supposed to be a contour thing. That's what they were telling me. I was like, yeah, no, because the one darker than this is not even that dark. So you can tell I use this highlighter part a lot. And I will show you where and why and how as soon as I find the brush that I need. Where are you? There you are. Okay. So this one is pretty old. And I've always kept it nice and clean and perfect. And I never really used it when I was younger. When I first bought it, I kind of just always had it in this little plastic case. Now this is from Club Monaco. Now Club Monaco was basically selling their stuff at Banana Republic. They had like a whole bunch of makeup and like brushes and stuff like that. But again, I was like 19 years old when I got this and I never really used it. I just always had it in the little, it comes in a clear case that slides in and has a little wrap that goes on top. So it was always protected. So it's not like it's a bad thing, but you work with what you use or work with what you got. So I get that a little bit and I go in the corner here and I kind of go down a little. So, and I mainly do this because I am a mama in my 30s. So a lot of times inside here is not that bright. And it kind of makes my eyes look a little narrow, my nose even bigger. So I kind of brighten it up in there. Okay, so there you go. So now this does look crazy in person. Let's see. It looks crazy bright in person. But when you do all the rest, it looks really nice. So now I'm just going to brighten up my lid because like I said, it's very dark. And this is going to be more of a daytime look anyway. So I use a lot of bright and light neutral colors. There we go. All right. So I'm going to get all my other colors set up and prepared, and then I'm going to go through it all with you. Okay, so give me a sec. Okay, so I got that back up and running. It's probably going to turn back to that other scene thing. And I got all my other stuff here. Still have all my brushes and stuff on my lap. One thing that I forgot to do, and I guess maybe I should do it now, is this. This is, the little paper came off, but this is clear mascara. So basically, when I was growing up, you went like this. And the goop that's in it keeps the hair in position. So that way you don't have funky eyebrows, and that your eyebrows are moving and everything's not sitting right and it looks silly. So that's that. Let that dry a little bit. Now I also have here, I have my compact thing, pressed powder, and a medium. And then I also have this Prime and Stay finishing powder. Again, e.l.f. I love them. I have an e.l.f. brush here. Oh, I have, this is eyeliner, e.l.f. eyeliner. I have e.l.f. brushes in here. Here's an angled brush. I have an eyebrow brush somewhere in here, a crease brush. So I do have a lot of e.l.f. stuff. Anyway, so I have this Studio Contour palette. So I don't use very often, so you don't see it like my other one that I had there, my highlighting kit. But I use this color right here to contour, as well as highlight with this, and you'll see. Anyway, so I also have this Golden Glam eyeshadow palette that has these pretty colors. So we're going to use more of the nude neutral colors that are in here. And then I also have CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous Fresh Complexion Oil-Free Foundation. My color is 305. It's a golden tan. So yeah, I have that. And then I want to try this. I've never tried this. It's a holographic stick, which is not really holographic, but it's a highlighting stick. So you can see there, it's not holographic. It's more of iridescent, but they call it holographic. So I have that for a highlighting. So I want to try that right up here. See how that goes. And then we'll move into eyeliner and mascara and whatever else I can come up with. Oh, so I was telling you guys about this little cleaning scrubby thing. And it's this. It has little suction cups that go against the tub or the sink basin. And you can stick it on there. And when I do the cleaning, I have it going this way on the sink. That way I can scrub here and then rinse with water and it'll flow down. And that way I can keep using it until the whole entire brush is clean and it's coming out just clear soap. So I just wanted to show you guys that. So that's that. Down there with all of those. Now, my husband also went and got me some Wawas. So let's get started on, let's do how the other people do. Let's do the eyes. Because that's how the other people do, the pretty people, the beautiful people. They start with the eyes and then they work everywhere else. So let's see here. See, this is one thing that I don't like about Club Monaco brushes is that they don't tell you what they are. So I end up using things not what they're intended. So, nope, not that one. There's this one. Alright, so I have a lot of different kinds of brushes. I have like these kind of mermaid brushes and stuff like that. I also have these, and then I actually have mermaid brushes. I absolutely love these things. So I have to look through all of these to see if what I'm grabbing is what I'm grabbing. Okay, I do want the crease brush. No, that's my concealer brush. See, I have a lot. For somebody who doesn't do their makeup, I have a lot of different brushes. Oh, there it goes. Okay, that's good for my highlighting. Okay, so again, I don't know if this is how you use these. This is how I use them. It's what it is. So I have my highlighter brush, which I use to highlight the brow bone and stuff like that. This one I use on for my lids, and then the crease brush. So that is for the creases. So I'm going to go with this silver color up on the top corner here that doesn't want to work. Using my #1 Club Monaco brush. Now this palette does come with these little thingies, but even when before brushes, I never really knew how to use those things. I always use my fingers. One of these days I should do my whole face and makeup using only my fingers, right? Tell me if you think that's a good idea. Comment it below if you think if I should do full face makeup using only my fingers. Okay, so now I just highlight ever so lightly. This eyebrow arch is so perfect, whereas this one is like, eh. Oh, it's so pretty. So shiny. Okay. Go into this side. I'd be like that woman from Just Go With It eyebrow. Okay, so there's that. So now I'm going to go with this orangey yellow kind of color. To you guys, it's more yellow than the orange that I see. And I'm just going to go on this side and then this side. So I'm just going to leave the center with that white highlighted piece. You guys can't even really see a difference there, but I do. It looks nice. Is that this is more of a matte color than the highlights that are actually on my eyelid. But you guys can't seem to see that. Alright, so that's what it is. Now, I'm going to go in with this shimmery gold color that's right in here. And that's what's going to go in the center. Now, remember, I am not a professional. I just do what I think looks great on me. If this just so happens to look great on you, then yay! If you want to try doing this, it's awesome. And I would love to see it. So I will attach my Instagram into the comment section, and you can send me a photo if you decide to try this. I don't know what I'm doing, mommy attempt look. That's what I'm gonna call it. It's a long ass title. Oh, I'm sorry for all the curse words, but it's a long ass title. So now, yeah, I think I'm gonna go in with this one right down here. None of these have names, so I can't even tell you, so I apologize. But I'm going to go with this kind of a dark color right over here. I was thinking of going more like a copper or like this brown copper, but I think I'm going to stick with the matte. I don't need shimmer, at least not this early. Okay, so I gently go in to the crease. Now, there are people out there, beautiful people out there, that they do cut crease and all this stuff with all these 50 million thousand colors and stuff like that. And it comes out amazing and gorgeous. But sometimes mamas don't got time for that. So this is what we do. Okay. So you guys can't really see this too well. So let me lower that down. Maybe you guys can see it a little better. So what I do is I start right in the line, and then I slowly start bringing it out. And I have learned to open my eyes when I do this, so it's like what it is. But I try not to go too far, and I just kind of blend it out so it just kind of blurs out on the ends. And it's not like that hard line. Do the same thing on this side. Go very lightly on the crease and slowly blend it out. Kind of liking looking into the camera when I do this, because then I can kind of see how far I'm going and how far it would look normal instead of crazy. Okay. So I don't know if you can see, I blended it all the way out to here, and it just kind of looks like it transitions instead of like a hard cut between that silver and the brown. And it kind of blends in, you know, goes from light to dark to light. So that's what I do with my lids as far as color. And now I gotta put all this other stuff on my face. So here it goes. Now, a lot of people use the blender. I sometimes use the blender, but I kind of have an obsession with this thing. Says Baby's Beauty, even though it really wore off. And it's just a foundation brush. So I put a little dot and I dab all over where I need it. And then eventually I start moving it around. Now, the reason why a lot of people have a thing against this brush thing is they're saying that it moves your skin around and it kind of tugs at it. Now, this is my thought. You must be pulling it across your face for it to tug at your skin. Or the brush that those people use just is horrible. This thing feels amazing when I put it on. And I can control how much I'm putting on when I look at this. So I just kind of keep going in circular motion, covering areas until everything is covered. I don't know why I just did that. Okay, so now I have my foundation covering everything. Okay. So now here's the part that I always hate because I get really scared. Is I'm going to find my, oh, that's I got two brushes that I use. Okay. I use this one and I also use this one for my contour. This is so I can kind of swirl it and blend it out. This is so that I can at least apply it. I know it seems a little strange to some, but it works for me. Now, what I personally learned to do with my contour is I make a 3 on my face. So I do a 3 on this side and an E on this side and a 3 on this side. Now, when I write my E's, I make backwards 3s. So that's why I'm referencing that. So I go up here and I kind of go in. Now I also have a double chin that, unless I'm like this or up high, you don't really notice it, you know? So I try to hide that fact that I have a double chin. And I kind of go like this. And some people are going to be like, oh my God, Stephanie, what are you doing to your life? But it'll all come together in the end, and you will see what I'm saying. All right, now for this fluffy brush. And you guys will see what I mean when I say it blends it all nicely, so it's not so harsh. And there we go. So now magically, my double chin left the building. Okay? So, from here, me personally, like I was saying, I normally use this lighter color as a highlight. And if I knew where my highlighter brush was, then I'll show you how I would do it with one side. Here it goes. Okay, so here's my highlighting flat brush. And I normally just dab the tip in there, get it nicely lightly covered, shake it out, and then I go in there. I don't want to do too much all at once, so that's why I do all that craziness. And I do it higher than where I would put the, so here's the contour, here's the highlighter. I put the blush right in the center there when I get there. So now you can see it's a small little highlight. It's nothing too dramatic and crazy. See, here's this side. Nice little tiny touch to there. So now this side, I'm going to use this holograph stick. So I'm kind of on the scared side of how this is going to come out. And more than likely, I'm going to have to use my little purple one here. This softened highlight or that iridescent one. Kind of like the iridescent. I guess it kind of depends on where you're going, is whether you do the iridescent or you do the other highlighter that I did. Right now for this situation, I kind of like this iridescent one. It's just a little, it's strange feeling to do it that way, but that's what it is. Okay, so now I'm going to go in. This is where I have difficulty. So please be nice. I have a very big nose, okay? And when I watch a lot of these videos, what they do is they darken the part that they don't want to see and highlight the part that they want to emphasize. I can't tell. I need to move the light. And what it is not so much that I have a big nose like profile was, is this is very wide. So it's like, I don't know. I don't know how to describe this right now. I don't know if I like that. All right, let me figure out something here. know if I like that, guys. You tell me. I don't know. I don't know if I like that. Meanwhile, what I'm going to do, as long as my doggy will let me, you guys tell me what you guys think. Do you think that it helped it? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. 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 So, with that being said, let me pop all of this out of my way. So that way I have more room here to do what I need to do. So now, yeah, I don't know how I feel about it. So now I'm going to search to where my blush is. Because apparently that's the one thing that I did not put up. Press the powder. Powder. Here we go, blush. Okay. So this blush is from Color Workshop. Has those different colors there. So now I just use my Little Mermaid pen, my Little Mermaid brush. I feel like it was an Ariel brush when I said that. And I'm going to go in between the highlight and where my contour is. And there we go. Just a little color, not too much. What I like about having this sun-kissed bronze look with a little bit of that red or a little bit of the pink from the blush is that it makes my red hair stand out even more. I don't know. The golds and the browns and stuff like that makes it stand out more. Okay. So now I have my e.l.f. Intense Ink Eyeliner. Okay. This does have like that felt tip. So if you don't like this, this is not for you. You know, if you don't like the felt tip. So yeah, so let's, and this is in Blackest Black. Now, I don't know how to do a wing very well, so if you guys have any techniques that you want me to try that would help with the wing, let me know. Meanwhile, I'm going to go like this. Now, I go as close as I can go to my eyelashes, and I'm really far away from this mirror. So it's making me nervous. Now, a lot of booty gurus, they don't pull in the thing because all this stuff. But I got 30-something-year-old eyelids and stuff, so I kind of have to pull a little bit. So, I guess that's as good as I can do on a winged look because this, for whatever reason, does not want to. There we go. Oh, it's okay. If you guys know a way to do this better, I'm all open up to it. Because normally, I just go like this. I normally just do that. So which one do you like? This one? Or this one? Okay, I'm going to leave it like this. So that way once I do the mascara and stuff, then you can have a better idea. Yeah, I have those brown eyes that are like really light in the light. So I like how the gold is doing because it's pulling the gold out of my eyes. All right. So now I'm taking my finishing Prime and Stay powder and I'm putting it on everything. Wow. All right. So now I have a thing that I do. And apparently I was doing it somewhere else that I don't have it with me. All right, so I guess I'm gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way. So I have this LA Color Dramatic Lash Mascara. Y'all are seeing this backwards. And then I also have an eyelash curler. So what I do is I take my eyelashes and I crimp them. And I try to not pull anything. And I curl these up. And I do all the way close. Then I start moving my way out. Okay? And then I do the same thing on the other side. Once I'm done with that, then I put the mascara on. And I do the top and I do the bottom. A lot of people will do white in their waterline down at the bottom. Personally, I love the way that it looks with black. So I'm going to get that done only because I don't want to. Okay, so I had put my mascara on and I put my eyeliner in my water eye or water line, water eye, water. I can talk. Now, like I was saying, you can put white if you want to make the eyes bigger. Me personally, I think I have pretty big eyes. I do carry white. I do have white, so if I wanted to, I could do that, but I think I have pretty big eyes. So here is what it looks like now with mascara. I have very long lashes. I don't know if you could see. Could you see? I don't know. So I don't really wear fake lashes. And basically what I do is I take my eyeliner or eye mascara and I shake it back and forth. So that way I can get each and every one and I concentrate more on my ends. And the reason being is that it makes them even longer when you concentrate on the ends, as you can see already. And I'll do 2 coats and I'll get it done that way. So depending on how you do will determine how your look will come out. All right, so that's that. And that's the mascara. Now, what I also do is I take, if you ever look in all your makeup brushes and stuff like that, you have a brush like this. This side is for your lashes, okay? Now, just to make this even better, I brush them through. And this gets rid of all those spidery eyes and stuff like that, and the clumps. Takes a while to get used to brushing your lashes where you don't poke your eye out, but it helps. Now, if you have enough concentration, you're not doing a video, you can get each and every one and it will look 10 times better than the way mine do. But I feel a bit awkward. So now you can see my lashes are long and they're pretty much all separated. Okay? So now we move on to lips. Now you can use lip gloss, you can use anything like that, but like I said, I have a nice tan, so I like to use, you know, more darker colors. I normally use what are these called? Goodness gracious, Stephanie. LA Looks Matte. Okay, or LA Colors Matte. They also have the metal lipstick. And I absolutely love these. I have them in like a whole bunch of different colors. I have them in this reddish brown. I have them in pink. I have like a dark purple. I have a whole bunch of different ones. But I'm going to go, oh, I have this plum kind of color. Doesn't really look plum in there, but it is plum. Trust me. So I'm going to go with the plum color, and I'm going to go over with this shimmer metallic, because I can do that. All right. Now, if you want, you can line your lips. If you want to line your lips, then this is what you do. I'm just going to grab this one. Okay. This is a Wet n Wild Perfect Pout Gel Lip Liner. It's a crayon lip liner that comes out like that. Okay. Now I go in the middle and I make the V where I need to make the V, and then I work my way out. Okay. So I do that, and then again, in the center, I go a little bit outside of my lip, just a little tiny bit. Unless you have really thin lips and you want to go all the way out, you can do that. There's my lip liner. Back in the 90s, we used to do black lip liner with some light lipstick or some lip gloss and stuff. This is even cute right here. This is cute right here. Believe it or not, that's how people used to talk when I grew up in South Florida. Alright, I used to grow up in like Fort Lauderdale and stuff, and this is how girls talk. So that's what it is. No, I'm just kidding. So we're going to put on our lipstick. And you're going to automatically see why I love this matte lipstick. Wrap it all together. Clean the crease. Deal with the butthole. Clean my edges. There we go. So, I hate this right here. Okay, I had the biggest little crease there. And I hate that. So you can do that kind of thing. So if you want to clean up your edge, put a little concealer and dab, dab, dab till you blend it out and it's properly blended. I have like kind of a deep dip and it curls, so I always have issues. So look at how matte this is. Yeah, I'm totally busted. Anyway, I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna take a whole bunch of pictures like that. Anyway, now I'm gonna take my lighter one and just in the center. That's one good thing about my lips. It's like a perfect circle, just like this. Look. Perfect. Perfect. And there we go. I'm going to totally take a picture. And I'm going to make it the thumbnail. And I'm going to be like, oh girl. Or I can have my son help me out in getting that mood and like, oh girl. So you guys tell me, do you guys like my attempt on a wing or my normal eyeball with no ink but thin line. And if you want to see more like this, let me tell you, I am not the greatest beauty guru type person, but I can definitely do some crazy makeup. I have done Elvira. I have done a vampire, a little girl, a clown, well, a creepy clown. I did a shattered doll, Morticia Adams, I feel like there was some, a mermaid. So if you want me to try any of those type of things, I'm totally down for it. Now, I don't do special effects makeup, but I'm also willing to try, especially during Halloween when they have a lot of special effects makeup out there. I can definitely try it myself, my husband, or my kids. So if you want to see that, make sure you comment that down below, so that way I can try that out. And yeah, I'm going to get some of my juice on and try something else. I don't know. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure you share this video and share my channel. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you can get notified when I post new videos. I'm going to try and do them once a week. Either I will be by myself or with somebody else in my family. I don't know who. So yeah, I love you guys. Bye. Can't put my hands to my mouth. Oh.